Here, Aura, guys. Reader the Kiwi here. And we're back once again in Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. Yesterday we finished the MSQ, so today the plan is simple. We still got the two level 100 dungeons to go into and play through. So we will be, throughout today, we will be queuing for those on our ninja, obviously. And whatever one pops up first, we do. They pop out all at this time today. But while we're doing that, we will be on our warrior playing through the role quests and getting the juicy XP while our warrior is not level 100. So let's get started. Let's see, we're level 96. Now which one is the warrior one? One over here. Now we started the quest to open these up yesterday by accident. What we know is that each of these tribes has had a treasure stolen by some nefarious, villainous organization from Eorzea and have gone back over to Eorzea, and so we need to go help them. The narwhal beckons. The young woman gazes into the horizon with a troubled expression. Oh, hello. Judging by your attire, you must be the traveler from across the seas. Yes. And I suppose FFXIV has enlisted you to our aid. That line would be even funnier if you glammed yourself with some Tuolian clothes. That you were guided here safely must be the work of the brave narwhal, who remains watchful even in this dire time. We are ever grateful for its vigilance. They worship a narwhal. My name is Lozinekwi, and I hail from the northern reaches of Dawntrail, where even our breath freezes when caught in chilling winds. Oh, she's Canadian. She's Canadian, eh? Our people, although it's probably not that accent. It's probably the native. Man, I'm mind blanking on their names now. Oh my god. Yeah, our people. Thought there was maybe they've got multiple tribe names, but the indigenous people. Anyway, our people revere Taral Vidra of the narwhal, whose essence rests in the cradle of the sleepless, our most sacred treasure. Through fathomless depths it swam without rest, protecting its home from any who would do it harm. Legends tell that the narwhal could place the burden of its fatigue upon another, and thus was able to maintain its vigil night and day. So too can any who possess the cradle lull a person, willing or no, into a deep slumber while all avoiding the need for sleep themselves. Needless to say, such power could cause untold harm in the wrong hands. Thus was the greatest warrior of our village, Tintoawa, tasked with crossing the ocean and returning that which is most sacred to us. I'd have joined him, but I feared I would only be a burden, so I remained here that I might find someone to send to his aid. Tintoawa has ever rushed bravely and blindly into the thick of things, leaving me behind to watch and worry. But if there's anything I can do to help him, even a little, then I must. Rocky View has done well to send you to me. I can tell. You are just the woman to temper his most reckless tendencies. Well, I don't know about that. And keep him safe during his quest. As luck would have it, a letter from Tintoawa arrived shortly before you did. It seemed he discovered the thief made their way to a place called Ishgard. While I don't doubt his prowess, even Tintoawa would be rendered helpless before the narwhal's lullaby. Please, could you follow him to Ishgard and find him before he does anything rash? Ishgard is like a second home to me. Thank you, Teru. I knew the narwhal would guide a brave protector to our side. Tintoawa sails to an unfamiliar place, but despite his hasty nature, he had doubtlessly spent time gathering information about his new surroundings before planning his next step. If Ishgard has a place like this one, where people gather to drink and talk, he might go there first. Ask the swordsman with blue hair and attire like mine. I'm sure it won't be long until you find him. Alright. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Ishgard. Oh, actually, also, other than Ishgard, I need to get a new book. Which I might save this book for using on Hectomancer when I pick it up. Bum, 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 bum. Steve's new journal. See what there is. Oh, level 100 dungeons, nice. Nice. Oh. Foundation. Press the wrong buttons. I'm going the wrong way. All going wrong. Feels so weird not playing the MSQ more, having completed it. Still digesting in my mind what I thought about it. I think I'll maintain liking of it, but yeah. If it isn't Teru, what will it be? A lad from Western Continent? Well, I can't be going around gossiping about the comings and goings of my customers, now can I? That's a quick way to an empty tavern. But I suppose, since you're you, I can make an exception just this once. A lad much like the one you described walked through my door not long ago. was asking anyone whose ear he could bend about some stolen narwhal or some such he was after. Usually, you buy someone a drink before interrogating them, but not him. Nobody knew what he was going on about, but he was determined. Asked where else in Ishgard people might gather to flap their lips. So I told him to head to the jeweled crozier. If you leave now, I reckon he'll still be there. You'll know him when you see him, trust me. Bunch of useless. By the narwhal's horn, do you think manners kept people warm for how desperately these people cling to them? And here I'm trying to rid this city of a thief. Yes, it seems you know me, but I don't think I've ever seen you before. I'd remember. Yeah, you certainly would. Those in Kiwi sent you? Even across oceans, he can sense when I'm in trouble. Well, I won't deny a helping hand. Hey, Alex. Especially one with her blessing. I'm having no luck getting information from these people. Seems there are unwritten rules regarding favors, and no one's bothering to tell me. Doing good. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing good as well. I know the thief traveled here, but that's... Is that a VTuber model? Yeah. It's one I hastily put together with V-Roid Studio. I know... Oh god, oh god, oh god, something rather... Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to skip this. Might be able to I'll rewatch it after. I did not expect the dungeon to pop. All right. In the valley. Oh, that's the first time seeing the new Bahamut in game. That's cool. Dun, dun, dun. boom, boom, boom. Yeah. What's up, Alex? I should be able to still walk and do this dungeon. Dun, dun. How you design it? So it was with there's a program called VTuber Studio. It's free on Steam, where it uses a base template for a model that you can then customize, and that's what I did to make my one. Okay, I see how that one worked. So I see, we want to go to the larger gaps because they're gonna grow. That makes sense. You design it or someone else? You do. I did. Oh my god. Oh god, that was the wrong spot to go to. Okay. I need to focus up for a bit here. Hit by stuff I shouldn't be. Okay, so that's that side. Okay, I see. So all these, he's going to push us back. Oh, he's going to do this first, so we want to go here. Oh shit, okay. That was a tight one. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be. Oh, that worked out. Still don't quite see how you tell from that. Oh, but yeah, so yeah, so VTuber Studio, it gives you like the base model without like features or anything, and then you add features to it, and then you can also draw completely custom hair, and then like you can create and import like your own clothes and stuff, and other people, and clothes that other people's made, and etc. But it also has some default clothes for you to use as well. It's a nice entry tool for people that, like me, that can't afford to pay someone to make a completely 100% custom model, which I do want to do at some point, but it's not on the cards at the moment. Design more things. Yeah, I'm not in a position to pay anyone to design anything for me at the moment. Sorry. I currently do this purely as a hobby, and financially I'm not able to invest too much in it. Oh shit. Okay. Alright, so we go over here. I see. Here. Not really getting this, but I don't really get how that works, but following the tank seems to work there, so. Oh shit, following the tank was bad. At least until that point. I fucked that up. Oh. Actually, I probably should be greeting these. But level 100 stuff. That Alex, I appreciate the offer, but it's a hard no at this stage. Maybe one day in the near future, but you don't know my financial situation, and so you're not gonna put me into anything. What the fuck is that? It feels like a lot of AoEs in this. That's fucked. That's fucked for melee. What was that pack pull? Oh my god. Okay, okay, so just push straight across. Oh, I recognize this design. Bullshit. Oh my god. I saw that way too late. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. One day at a time. What the fuck? I don't... Oh, I see. I see. That makes sense. That's cool. There's everyone over there. Okay. Over here is where we should be. Wait, no, okay. Oh wait, no, actually they were spinning. Fuck. That was... I fucked up. Oh, wait. Am I supposed to be there? Okay. Okay, I see. Oh my god. I almost fucked that up. Follow the ferry. Yeah, over here, yeah. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, I took so much damage during that. GG. We defeated the serpent of the forest. GG. I just aim for the player accommodation. Speed. Leave duty. Looks 90. Yeah, that's good. Select. So that's Tender Valley done. Let's jump. Dead Walk. Hopefully the stuff we talked about wasn't too important in the cutscene. I assume it was just him saying, talking about how they're having trouble. Oh my god. I really did not expect to get these dungeons so quickly at this time. Because it's morning, it's 11 o'clock, it's 11 AM where I am now with our servers. Guess a lot of people are playing. That means we can full-heartedly throw ourselves into the tank quest now without worrying about cutscenes. Boom, boom. Boom. Bum, 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 bum. That's it. God, I love the 9 music. Although I can't, I recognize the tracks, but I can't quite pick where this one goes. But I'm certain it's 9. It just screams 9. Dun, 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 dun. Might not actually be I reckon that's in aspects of it. This part right here. Definitely. Bum 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 bum. Ooh. He uses them one. Dun, 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 dun. Royal Highness, bow down. His Royal Headness. Oh, was I supposed to grab that? I think I'm fucked. Or were I not supposed to grab it? I feel like I wasn't supposed to grab that, actually. I think I did good. Oh, I'm a master at these. Oh shit. That one will walk through me, I don't know what to do about that. Don't seem to get any debuff or anything. Oh fuck. Okay, that blinded me. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, what the fuck? That's bull crap. Oh my god. Ah! I didn't see him. I did so well at the start. And then these fuckers. Oh no. I was wanting to do this. Okay, that was interesting. Having to use his own one twice already. That's crazy. Glad I'm not tanking this. Wait, I don't. Do I need it? I do think I need it. Back in the pot. What's he doing? Oh, it's that one. It's that one. It's that one. Oh wait, well, okay. Oh, that's a big AoE then. Okay. Okay. Oh god. So it's those two. It's that one. Over. Oh, okay. I didn't. Oh wait, yeah, I was following the one on past here, so that makes sense. Okay, okay. So they're overflowing. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. How did I do fine there? Alright, alright, alright. Where are these guys going? Oh, this one's gonna be a lot harder. Alright. Follow that one. Isn't it over here? Okay, so it literally could have been either. Oh. Oh. Let's equip that. Ow. Balloons? Balloons! Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Unless I'll spin up. Ah, it's the dolls. Very poppy. Jeez. Oh, I already possess one of those. Jesus. Jesus. Fucking, these are just trash. Ugh. All right. Who's the final boss? Promoria. Daylit Nightmare. Looks almost like Oogie Boogie. Oh, it's a war boss. Okay. Alright, so out is in and in is out. There's a cross. Oh, fuck, Oh, we can go through the walls. Alright, I see now. Fuck. Oh, you're supposed to stand on them. Yeah, I don't know. I need to fucking heal up. There's a ward. I guess we go into this. I see. Then we come back. Do that. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I guess. Oh. Everyone's just going as far as they can. Wait, so I'm just going to do that as well. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing there. Oh my god, I'm doing so badly. There's a lot in this that I don't understand. Some of which I do understand, some I don't. What the fuck? Alright. That wasn't too bad. Alright. Doing that. So yeah, we've done the level 100 dungeons. Oh, we do need to go talk to them to finish the quest, but do that later. Let's just continue with the bank quests. In hope that... Why did I teleport when I could have just used the Aetherite? Let's just hope that story wasn't too much. Alright, we're gonna go talk to Knight Templar. Hopefully we didn't miss too much. Why, Mistress Murasaki, what brings you to the congregation? This Passage of the Unbound is not a name I've heard before, but if one of their number has brought an artifact of great power to Ishgard, we would be ill-advised to suffer their presence. We shall act on this information at once. If there's aught that would threaten the peace, then it is our duty to root it out. Consider the knights of the congregation at your disposal. Thank you for hearing us out, truly. Now, does anything about the description we shared ring a bell? An Alazan woman with red hair and eyes of the color of rust. Wait. You said she bore a scar on her forehead, yes? And a mole? It could not be. You know who she is? Well, such information is usually privy to those within our order. Pray understand my hesitation. What? Weren't you listening to anything we told you? She's too dangerous to be left alone. This isn't the time for secrecy. I know I'm a stranger in your city, but I can't stand by while innocent lives might be at risk. If you can't trust Tentowa, then trust me. You are right, of course. If the hero who ended the Dragonsong War is not worthy of our trust, then who is? Very well. Master Tentowa, pray accept my apologies. Although you may not be Ishgardian, your desire to keep its people safe is plain to see. We shall place our trust in you, as Mistress Murasaki has. I'm glad we can see eye to eye. Now then, what do you know of this thief? Your description called back some old memories of a knight named Leofine. Merely recalling her story makes me ill at ease, for the mark she left upon our honorable order was black as pitch. None know of her whereabouts since she was expelled from the congregation. I had thought living with the shame of her deeds would be punishment enough, but if she now consorts with villains and threatens the very foundation of the order, then it is clear we can suffer her freedom no longer. I shall inform my superiors of this development, and suggest that the congregation does all in its power to track down Leofine, place her in custody. If we learn aught of value, I promise I will share it with you at once. Really? That's more than we could have asked. I suppose we ought to consider what to do in the meantime. Care to join me over there, Teru? So obviously I would have been like, let's go talk to the congregation. What we want. Boiled down to. Alright. So we have a name, Leofine, a former knight of Ishgard. That means she knows how to hide herself in the city well. Grasping about at straws won't get us anywhere. My own familiarity does little to help our chances. We may have no choice but to wait until the knights discover our lead. Nevertheless, I intend to spend every waking moment learning more about the city and its workings. As for you, I only ask that you be ready to move at a moment's notice until you well. The moment's notice is now. There you are, Teru. I've been walking Ishgard streets whenever I've been able. Really? It's only been 1 second. And I've taken to searching for any sleeping people. You see, the land I'm from isn't much warmer than this, and people know not to tempt fate by dozing off in open air. Even those blind with drink manage to find their way home somehow. I figure the only force powerful enough to overcome that instinct for self-preservation would be the cradle. So if we find sleeper exposed to the elements, we may very well discover living by. Can't imagine she brought it all this way just to remain idle. It's a tedious prospect, but we need to scour every back alley and shadowy walkway before anyone catches something much worse than a cold. Mistress Miyazaki, Master Tentoa, I bring good tidings. Temple Knights wasted no time in distributing handbills across Ishgard containing Leofine's description. These efforts have already borne fruit. We but recently received a report of someone matching her features being sighted. Really? Where? She was sighted near Camp Dragonhead by a patrolling sentry. He described a woman with red hair and a distinct scar on her forehead. The outpost can be reached by passing through the Gates of Judgment and heading east. Once there, speak with Sir Huguenox for the full report. I knew she would show herself. Let's hurry, Teru. What's the chances of this being a dead end? I think the chances are pretty high of it being a dead end. Ah, I was informed you're on your way. This is concerning the report by one of our sentries, yes? It had a woman matching the description in the handbill sent by the congregation. She was heading south along the footpath. But that was all we know. Yes, this is Huguenots. Oh, what? Hold fast, I shall send aid at once. What happened? A shipment of supplies was waylaid by monstrous beasts. A contingent of temple knights should be protecting it, but something is amiss. They need our help. We would be in your debt. The shipment was attacked on the road west of the observatorium. I shall muster more knights. Please go find my men before any lives are lost. Off we go. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Tentoawa. They should be close, right? I'll search the other side of the river. Teru, you search further down the road and keep your weapon at ready. Hey, I got that new finisher. Nice. And they're also doing the quest. You saved us. We were almost... You won't be feasting today. Hyah, hyah. Not a moment too soon. The wide eye watches eternal, and eternal is the sleep it bestows. We were too late. No, they're not. Ah, just look. They're asleep is all. Dun, 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 dun. Good. Good. Our trusty chocobo suddenly became unsure on their feet, and the wagon toppled onto the side of the road. There's nothing for it but to fix the damage on the spot. The Temple Knights went to secure the area, but before I knew it, each and every one of them had fallen asleep where they were standing. Then the beast attacked, and it was just me before those snarling fangs. Time to wake up. Sleep here any longer and the cold will have you. Ah, what happened? We fell asleep? We were patrolling. You must be mistaken. A Temple Knight will never shirk his duty so. Are you calling me a liar? I saw you fall over on your ass with my own eyes. If not for Sir Ergonaut's quick response and the bravery of these warriors, we would all be food for the vultures by now. The congregation will hear of this dereliction of duty, you can be sure. Now hold on just a moment. They aren't the ones to blame. A sacred relic of my people was stolen and... Now isn't the time. Sorry, forget I said it. Whatever dizziness overtook the chocobo seemed to have passed, so I'll resume my journey once the carriage is repaired. Assuming my guards are quite refreshed, I believe we can make it on our own. Please return to Camp Dragonhead. Yeah, I do need to warm myself. It's no coincidence that the giant birds and two guards took their leave of their senses around the same time. This is the work of the cradle. But even if Leovine was here, she is no longer. Let's return to the city and consider our next steps. Okay. Speak with him. Nishka. We have received report of the incident near Camp Dragonhead. Two of our own sleep on duty by the Fury. Had you reached them even a moment later, this day would have been much darker. Although it pains me to say it, those two shall be punished as befits the magnitude of their negligence. If I may, I don't believe the blame rests entirely on their shoulders. The cradle of the sleepless was used against them, I'm certain. Ah yes, you said it possessed the power to lull others into a deep sleep. I admit that would explain these exceptional circumstances. Regardless, they were still bested by their enemy, and their charge was almost killed as a result. Punishment is the only recourse. I see. A harsh stance, maybe, but I can respect that you don't treat your duty lightly. Well, if you learn anything of else of Leofine's plots, please let us know at once. Even though we didn't find her, I'm glad we were able to save those soldiers. Thank you for coming to us. Nay, 'tis the Temple Knights who owe you thanks. We shall continue our search. Rest assured, you shall be the first to know of any developments. Hero, there's more I would tell you about the cradle. Things I should have told you sooner. Join me over there, and I'll do my best to fix that mistake. Okay. Right. What more do you have to tell me? Now you've seen with your own eyes what I've only been able to describe. The narwhal's lullaby can put even hardened warriors into a restful slumber. They may as well be defenseless as a newborn babe. But even with such power, my people have never used it to attack our enemies. The sole purpose has always been to keep a single person awake, an eternal guardian who would never sleep, never rest, the wide-eyed me. For 10 years I've been awake, training day and night to gain the strength I have now, the strength to shield my people. Of course, another must receive the weariness I cast aside. A shut-eye. You've met her, in fact. The wise Kiwi. I've been awake these 10 years. She spent the better part of her days in a deep slumber. The brief periods of wakefulness are spent exercising and eating so her body doesn't waste away. And so we've barely spoken, despite how much I depend on her. When we were young, we'd spend our days exploring the mountain paths, but that time is long past. Telling you all this now, realize how very little of my life has been dedicated to my own pursuits. The Woz and Kiwi and I both have devoted ourselves entirely to protection of our village. That explains your skill. Accomplished. Well, about that. No, I've no excuse. It was my fault it was stolen, and I'll bear that burden. Hector must take responsibility for his charges. But we don't have the luxury to dwell on regrets. I see now that although my people never use the cradle for ill, wicked hearts can twist anything toward evil. That's something I can't tolerate. The very thought that this might happen again makes the bile churn in my gullet. We must bring Leofine's schemes to an end. Right, before we continue, I will be right back. 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 Ready to go. Also just... Alright. Dun dun dun. Alright. Between sleep and death. Ah, just the person I want to see. I'd like to ask your advice on a certain matter, if you don't mind. It's been a while since my last letter to Lozenki. I want to wait until I discover something worth sharing to write her, but we're still completely in the dark. I don't want her to worry, but I don't know what to tell her. Tell you under spirits, and that will suffice. You're right. You might be right. Silence might make her think something terrible has happened. Alright, I'll start right away. I have not much time left. No, don't misunderstand. Nothing so grave as that. Just the last time I used the cradle was just before it was stolen. Luckily, I'm still as alert as I've ever been. But it won't be long until I must dream like any other. That will give Leophine free rein while I'm helpless in bed. There is no quarry more dangerous than one who doesn't sleep. We have to see this through before that happens. Mistress Murasaki, Master Tentoa, we have received reports that several groups of knights have fallen afoul of what can only be a stolen artifact. Several? Let me guess, they were all guarding someone else? You would be correct. It is the duty of a knight to protect those who cannot protect themselves. If we fail at even the most basic function, then our honor means nothing. As if the incident near Camp Dragonhead was not shameful enough, the knights in these most recent attacks were left in quite compromising positions. Yeah, so she's going around making a mockery of them all. How villainous! Yet the weight of embarrassment is a trifle compared to the guilt we would bear if any innocent came to harm. The Fury was merciful in that respect, but we would rather not see these incidents repeat. Still, while the Temple Knights must work to repair their reputation in the days ahead, it is a far cry from bringing Ishgard crumbling to its knees. Truth be told, the methods of this passage of the Unbound leave me mystified. But Leophine was cunning, if nothing else. Till we can discern her true motivations, we have little recourse but to wait until she makes a mistake. Perhaps she gets jollies. Her jollies from seeing people humiliated. Many among the knights have suggested the same. Leophine may be part of this historic order, but she has ever been one to put her own interests first and foremost. The cradle is a tool of peace, yet Leophine uses it for childish pranks. She makes a mockery of its sacred power. We have to get it out of her clutches. To do that, we have to start asking the right questions. This new information makes me wonder, why has she focused her attention on the Temple Knights? I've pondered the same. Posted at Camp Dragonhead are knights from many houses of repertoire, including House 4 Temps. Because she was discharged from it. Being former Temple Knight herself, Leofine doubtless knows their habits and training. Perhaps that makes it easier for her to exploit their weaknesses. Then, if we follow the knights, we may pick up her trail. It's not ideal, but it's the best we have to go on. Wow, a large contingent of knights has but recently been dispatched to course this. You remember Gorgon Mills? Yes? It has lain abandoned ever since heretics were driven from it. Yet there is ever the risk that unsavory elements might infest it once again. Thus the Temple Knights plan joint patrols of its premise with other contingents. If you speak with Sir Redwald at Falcon's Nest, I am certain he would be glad to have you along. Alright. Okay. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Is that Mistress Murasaki I see? Of course, you are ever welcome in Falcon's Nest. Yet, I believe I do not know your companion here. Indeed, whispers of the Temple Knight's humiliations have reached us even here. Falling asleep while on duty, I did not believe the stories, but it seems there was truth in them after all. They fell asleep, true, but it wasn't their fault. We suspect they fell victim to an enemy wielding a powerful artifact. Now, the rumors fail to mention anything like that. If it can lull even trained warriors to sleep, then we must treat it as a serious threat. Nevertheless, if one knight falls, another is always at the ready to take their place. So long as this artifact cannot put an entire regiment under its spell, I believe we are well positioned to combat it. Interesting. The idea of your allies falling in battle doesn't seem to disturb you at all. Where I hail from, a single warrior is responsible for the safety of his entire village. Make no mistake, we do not doubt our allies' mettle, and we mourn every loss. Yet each man and woman here knows that if they must quit the battle, another sword just as fierce will take their place. To know that an ally is at your back, it would allow you to fight with abandon. Now, you believe this Leofine might take interest in our activities at Gorgon Mills, yes? The party has already left, accompanied by a group of Temple Knights. Their suspicions are correct, then they are at risk. I would ask that you follow their tracks and ensure they have not fallen victim to foul play. Mills can be found to the north, just across the Black Iron Bridge. The party should be arriving there soon, conditions permitting. Oh yeah, the conditions. We have reached them. We have to reach them before Leofine does. Assuming she's after them. But of course she would be. Otherwise we wouldn't be doing this right now. Boom. You're too late. They're fast asleep. But Redwald gave the impression there were more. These knights must have been the lookouts. We should awaken them. But keep your eyes peeled for Leofine. I'll rouse these ones. Heru, you search the building yonder. Who are you? How'd you get past the guards? Unbound and proud, unbroken. Okay. It's you. Thank the Fury you arrived when you did. Those thugs struck when our backs were turned. I assumed the Temple Knights were protecting the entrance, so I wasn't as cautious as I should have been. Were they killed? Sleeping? I've heard the stories, of course, but I didn't think they were true. Whomever is behind this, I'm sure they didn't count on you showing up. For now, we shall tend to our wounds, and then finish our inspection here. Mistress Murasaki, I ask that you join the knights outside and wait until we're finished. Ooh. There she is. Ah, as I thought. Just when I was becoming bored, I sighted a familiar face among the sleeping nights, slumbering nights. I simply had to come and make sure it was you. You've finally found the courage to show yourself. Hand over the cradle now, and I won't kill you. Oh, be careful. She's a ninja or rogue. What did they call you again? The Wide Eye? You must have had quite the journey to come this far. Be careful, Teru. This is our quarry, the thief who stole the cradle of the sleepless. This is Leofine. That is your ally? Wear their nimble hands. They may seek your artifact for themselves. It matters not, I suppose. Before you both throw your lives away, I suggest you think for a moment. Is the cause you fight for worth the sacrifice? So few of us know true freedom. There's aught you would grasp with your own hands. Do so before they wither and your eyes shut for the last time. The codes and rules that would bind men are mere illusions. Open your eyes, truly open them. What the fuck is she babbling about? And you shall see a path all your own. Only a fool would waste their life in the struggle of another. Quit spouting nonsense. I agree. What the fuck is she babbling about? Nonsense, perhaps. I am here because of another. After all, Athia, who came to me at the height of my debauchery, welcomed me into her devious brotherhood. She guided me to great power, yes, and now I lead others upon the same unbound path. Yet, truth be told, I have little interest in seeing where it ends. Tear down the world's nations, Ishgard among them, and usher a world into, well, what does it matter? Yet I do derive great pleasure in shaming the Temple Knights, in seeing the snickers and jeers deflate their pompous stride as they walk down the streets. This artifact can hasten their fall from grace. I believe I shall keep it. I know the path I walk, the one that leads to your downfall. And I won't abandon it. I'll take the cradle back. Then I'll... Oh. You put him to sleep. Oh dear. You seem to have lost your train of thought. I know you cannot hear me, but if you want your artifact back, might I suggest stealing it from me while I'm asleep? But considering the burden I have just passed to you, the opportunity may not come for some time yet. Why, I feel absolutely transcendent to think the shackles of fatigue weigh so heavily. Alas, it appears the artifact needs its own repose of sorts. No matter, I've learned more than enough to take my next step. See to it that this lot is disposed of. 'Tis the least you can do for the freedom I have given you. Eating. Try as you might to rouse into her, he seems completely detached from the waking world. Oh no! Looks like you've saved us twice today, thank you. But what of him? Fast asleep, just as we were. Could this be what Sir Firma Albert warned us of in his report? I see, and those stories are more than just wicked rumors. Suppose there is some small comfort in the fact that our enemy tipped their hand without causing loss of life. While the drowsiness made my eyes heavy, my ears could not mistake Leofine's arrogant voice. If she would not scruple to attack former comrades in arms, then she has fallen farther than I had dared imagine. Yet we bear the blame for allowing her to get the upper hand, and in so doing put innocent lives in danger. Another black mark on our order. Was only thanks to you and your companion's efforts that the snow was not stained red this day. At the very least, allow us to carry him to the congregation. Our work here is done, so we shall accompany them from as far as the Falcon's Nest. Teru, pray return to Ishgard, and look after your friend. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Full glad am I to see you well, Mistress Miyazaki. I understand you came fresh from an encounter with none other than Leofine. Master Tentoa now rests on the second floor. We shall stand vigil by his side every moment until he opens his eyes again. We should not have long to wait, but if you wish to check on him, please do so at your leisure. There's another matter to discuss. Just before your departure to Gorgan Mills, it seems there was another incident. A group of criminals were released from their cells. The guards found in a deep sleep. Doubtless Leofine was behind this. Doubtless the ruffians who clashed with the self-same criminals Leofine is gathering. Those who bear a grudge against us, the Temple Knights, to her side and using this animosity to her advantage. We now know for certain that Leofine is the mastermind behind of these attacks, and that her aim is to chip away at the very foundation of the Temple Knights, our honor. When I shared these revelations with my superiors, it was decided that none would speak publicly of the artifact and its powers. The passage of the Unbound seeks to overthrow the nations of the world. One obvious method to achieve this goal would be to stoke the flames of unrest among the common folk, thus sinking Ishgard into a mare of chaos and distrust, not unlike the blasphemies of the final days. So long as these failures are placed squarely on the shoulders of the Temple Knights, we can avoid fomenting a more abiding mistrust in the nation's very core. For Ishgard's peace, I would gladly suffer any disgrace. The question remains as to whether we can apprehend Leofine before she tears our reputation to tatters. While Master Tentoa slumbers, it falls to us to search for clues that might point toward her whereabouts. 96. Leofine remains as elusive as ever. If she is in league with Ishgard's more unsavory elements, she could be hidden anywhere. We have only her cryptic statements to guide us. It seems that whatever her plan is, her actions thus far have been but a prelude to its climax. We can but hope that Tentoa awakens before she emerges again. Teru, there you are. Familiar voice. Oh, she came over. I'm so glad I found you. I was starting to think I was in the wrong city, but the narwhal guided me true. Oh, you must be the maiden Tentoa mentioned. You hail from the same village, yes? I am Firmabot of the Temple Knights. It's an honor to meet you. Ah, Tentoa wrote about you in his letters. I'm Loazi. Those in Kiwi. and the honor is all mine. But where is he? Is Tentoa with you? I haven't received a letter from him for some time, so I came to check on him myself. Aren't we asleep? You insufferable fool! What have I always told you about rushing ahead without thinking? Now you even have the gall to be sleeping when I arrive. You promised you would write to me. What was I supposed to do when the letters stopped coming? I was so worried. At least I can take some small comfort that he appears otherwise unharmed. I take it you're for that. Thanks for that too. Is there any way to counteract the cradle's influence? Can one stay awake forever by sheer force of will? The answer is the same. Though we can deny ourselves food or drink, sleep is another matter. It always finds us in time. To rouse oneself from a slumber this deep is an impossible task, even for someone like Tentua. Do you know why Tentua sleeps so soundly? The reports of other incidents indicate that those affected awoke in the matter of moments. Tentua shows no signs of stirring. Well, I'm sorry, I can't say for certain. But I do know the stories of those who came before me. More than one shut-eye has fallen into a sleep much like this. One so absolute that they become deaf to the outside world. No means to sustain their bodies, they would waste away if left alone. So our people found a mixture of herbs and other materials that help usher the shut-eye back to the waking world. What could possibly be strong enough to bring someone back from this? We call it spring dew, and the secrets of its making are passed down through generations. Each drop acts as a ray of sunshine in the darkness of sleep, a beacon for the dreamer to follow. I carry some of the ingredients on my person, but others must be gathered fresh. It won't be an easy task, but I'm certain it will save Tentua. I don't know their Eorzean name, but one of the flowers blooms a striking yellow and grows only when mountain peaks soar above the clouds. Being so close to the heavens, it drinks the sunlight and petals cleanse the body, promoting wakefulness. In the churning mist blooms a yellow flower called the dandelion. In no other place in Eorze can one be closer to touching the sun. Good. Next, we'll need the saliva of a beast called Morbles, and the thicker it is, the better. The pungent odor could wake the dead. Ah, I know them well. Morbles are not uncommon sight in Dravanian hinterlands. A mature species should possess saliva with the desired effect. The prospect of gathering it, however, is an inevitable task. Once we have those two ingredients, mixing them with the rest should be a simple matter. Do you think you can procure them, Teru? Sure. Oh, your confidence is reassuring. Since the mobile saliva must be the fresher of the two, I ask that you climb into the heavens and pick the dandelions for Tentua. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So I probably shouldn't do this. Dandelion. Umbral Attic. I don't know if I've seen this in this area before. Probably have, but never really noticed it until now. Look, there's some. Destination. Oh. And we return. Boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Da-da-da. I'm ready to start mixing the ingredients at once. That is, of course, assuming you've brought them with you. These are difficult to acquire at the best of times. Thank you for gathering them so quickly. I should get started immediately. Now we've done all we can. Now we wait for Tintua to open his eyes. Huh? Where am I? Hope you enjoyed sleeping the days away, Tintua. And I'm glad you're finally awake. Lozenkui, what are you doing here? Been asleep for days, boy. I see, so Leofine wielded the cradle against me. While I was tucked soundly in bed, Lozenkui came all this way. Here's my weakness. Just when we had her, just when I was needed the most, I failed. For 10 years, I endured countless trials. And when the time came, I couldn't even swing my damn weapon. Not your fault, Tintua. If anyone's to blame, it's for what's happened. It's me. No, I won't hear it. As you may know, Leofin won our trust by posing as a scholar traveling the width and breadth of Toral. She expressed great interest in the cradle and our customs. I was so excited to meet an outsider that I answered her every question. Told her that the White Eye keeps the cradle with them at all times, and then she hatched her plan. She took me hostage to draw out Tentua. While Lozengui was sleeping, the fiend snuck into her chamber and held a blade to her throat. I had no choice but to give her what she wanted, the cradle of sleepless. I put Lezengui's life before the future of our people. It was at that moment I became unfit to be their guardian. Oh. Once we get... Go back, all will be forgiven. Lozengui is one of your people. Protecting her was your... Thank you, Teru. You know just what to say. That was the only way to see a future where none of my people came to harm, especially Lozengui. Even without the cradle, you're still our guardian, my guardian. We'll find a way to get through this together. Seeing you in such high spirits lifts my own. Oh, and before I forget, you trounced Leofine's thugs while I was dreaming in the snow, didn't you? I owe you a debt I won't soon forget. And I wager that debt will grow larger before we pray the treasure from Leofine's clutches. But whatever it takes, I won't stop until she's answered for her crimes. Dun 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 dun. How are we gonna get it off of her? You know, while I was sleeping, I dreamed. I saw Lozengui and I as children. Nothing particularly interesting happened. We just withered the days away without a care in the world. I'd forgotten what it was like to dream. It was pleasant. I can remember wanting to stay there, never open my eyes again, but of course the moment I gave form to that thought, I opened them. Lozengui there. Even if we get the cradle back, will things return to the way they were? You go back to your slumbering life and dreams? I suppose so. It's my duty as the shut-eye after all. Your duty? And it was your duty too that compelled you to come all the way here to Ishgard? But no more. What are you saying? I tried so hard to convince myself that you were glad spending so much time asleep. But being on the other side made me realize I was lying to myself all along. I don't want to return to a life where you and I bound together, but always so far apart. I want to go back to those happy days when we were by each other's sides. I guess what I'm saying, if there's a different path for us, I want to find it. I want to walk it with you. But not yet. First we reclaim the cradle, and when we have, we'll take our first steps towards a new future, I promise. I must confess, I haven't felt the same since I woke. I know I was in that bed for a while, but instead of feeling refreshed, my body feels weaker somehow. It's almost as if my very strength was sapped when the treasure was turned on me. I can't even grip my weapon properly. I did remark, but unquivering. Perhaps the cradle has been sapping Aether from its target all along. Then does that mean the cradle has powers we don't know about? Not exactly. It may just mean that the cradle works differently than we thought. This wielder might not pass on their fatigue, rather they absorbed another's vigor. The effect would be the same. Cradle's wielder can go without sleep, and its victim loses strength to even keep their eyes open. You never took more than you needed, so my slumber was always light enough to awaken from. But if the treasure was used without restraint, if we'd have realized this sooner, it won't be long until Leofine does too, and then it will be too late. We have to root her out. But I mustn't rush ahead blindly. This Losenqui never tires of telling me. I feel nearly weak as a child right now. I must spend what precious time we have training to regain what strength Leofine stole from me. You have my word. I won't rest until I'm in top form again. I suggest that you do the same, if for no other reason than to give me some stiff competition. What of competition? It's competition. I don't think I'm high enough level to do this next one. 98. Ooh, if I need to get 2 levels, I probably won't be getting that today. I do MSQ. I might call it there. Only been 2 hours. Wasn't expecting it to go that quickly, to be honest. What should we do next? Oh, I know. I think I will also. We might as well pick up Pictomancy. Wow. And then I'll pick up Pictomancy. Start that off, and then we might call it there for the stream, because later on in a bit I wish to stream some First Ascended. I didn't end up doing that yesterday. So yeah, let's go pick up Pictomancy, wherever that. Where's the quest start for? It is Old Gridania. Let's go Gridania. It was over there. Should have guessed. Oh, Boom, boom. Fearless healer. Matron, help me. One more complaint this day, and I swear. Ahem, forgive me in my rambling, but please tell me you've come to make a complaint. I'll have you know my evening is going swimmingly. Well, I should warn you that a Moogle has been making a nuisance of himself here in Gridania. The Pommed Pest has been harassing adventurers in an attempt to rope them into some painting endeavor. Despite the lack of interest, he refuses to give up. You're an adventuring sort, are you not? If so, would you be wise to give that Moogle? You would be wise to give that Moogle a wide berth. Unless you are the artistic adventuring sort, I suspect he's still loitering in the Aetherite Plaza. My tale has piqued your interest? Yes, it has. All paint. You there, Kupo. How would you like to do some painting? Not ordinary painting, Mike. Magic painting, where your works come to life and your imagination's the limit. Oh, Kupo nuts. Why won't everyone give me a chance? They could do so much with the good power with the power of pictomancy. You had me at magic painting. What did you say, Kupo? You're not pulling my palm, are you? You wish to know more about pictomancy, truly? Hooray, hooray! The name's Kupopo, and I'm extremely pleased to meet you, Kupo. I am the inheritor of a Pictomancer's soul crystal, and I seek a creative individual who can carry on this arcane artistry. A history lesson is that. Pictomancy was conceived some 1500 years ago in the dusk of the fifth astral era. While other schools of magic that originated during that period, such as black and white, are expressions of the caster's will, Pictomancy relies on something even more abstract, the imagination. By channeling Aether into a concept held in the mind's eye, a Pictomancer can give form to the formless. It's a bit tricky to wrap your head around, I know. That's precisely why the great Archon Realm, founder of Pictomancy, incorporated the painter's tool into our art. A gifted artist as well as mage, Realm took up the brush instead of a staff and wielded Aether like paint to give shape to her imaginings. This way, was Pictomancy born, a magical discipline unlike any other. Now, Realm was a charitable soul, never used her powers for self-serving ends. She dedicated her life to aiding and defending those in need. During the War of the Magi, Realm traveled the land and saved countless people with her Pictomancy. and it was for those deeds that she earned a place among the 12 Archons. So how about it? Would you like to take up the Archon's noble legacy and become, dare I say, a realm reborn? He said it. Did the thing. Wonderful, Kupo. Your enthusiasm warms my heart. As I have only one soul crystal, however, I must ensure that I trust it to the right person. Therefore, before I grant you this dazzling opportunity, I require that you attend a job interview. Seek me out at Carling Canopy. Be sure to come prepared for your fanciest pictomancious answers for my flurry of very professional questions. All right. Time to go do a job interview. Haven't had one of these in quite a long time. Ah, there you are. I would have invited you to my cozy little hovel and put out tea and biscuits. Except I don't have a cozy little hovel, or any home to speak of for that matter. Such is the life of an itinerant Moogle. Oh. I haven't a guild to my name either, so I can't order us tea and biscuits. But we can avail ourselves a table. Dun 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 dun. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce this interview commence. Kupo, let's begin with the basics. May I have your full name? I'm Teru Murasaki. That's a fine name. Well met, Teru Murasaki. Right, on to the next question. What do you consider your primary vocation? I'm between jobs at the moment. I'm an adventurer through and through. Very good, very good. Adventurers are known to be helpful. Be a helpful lot. Ever ready to aid those in need. You have real ideal temperament for Pictomancer, Kupo. And moving along to the next question. How would you rate your artistic abilities? My stick figure drawings are second to none. Above average, perhaps. That's just fine, Kupo. For Pictomancer's most vital asset isn't their artistic skill. God damn it. What the fuck? But their vivid imagination. Speaking of imagination, let's try and put yours to work. Tell me the first thought that enters your mind when you hear the word Moogle. Very little shites. Fluffiness and fun. Ah yes, the fluffy fur. A merry man in it. I can fairly see the Moogle in your mind, wheeling whimsically in the air. Yours is a rich imagination. Oh. Now, this next question is very important. Someone's in trouble. What do you do? Help them without question? Help them without question. I don't expect any other answer, Kupo. If I may ask a follow-up question, can you share a recent example when you approached a soul in distress? Come again? A hero who's been inundated with complaints about my pictomancy pictures? Oh dear, that's rather disheartening, Kupo. But it isn't about me. What's important is that you are not want to ignore the plight of another. That willingness to serve a greater purpose and emulate Archon Realm's example is key to becoming a truly talented Pictomancer. Having considered your answers, I'm thrilled to report you have passed my interview with flying colors, Kupo. I'm certain you will bear our legacy admirably. I deem you worthy of the soul crystal. However, I should warn you that it comes with some proverbial strings attached. A bit of emotional baggage too. You see, several moons ago, I got into a terrible argument with my best friend. We went our separate ways, and I've not seen her since. I wish I could meet her again, try to reconcile, more than anything. So if we hear aught of her during our journey together, I'd like you to lend me a helping hand. If you're still willing to train as Pictomancer with this condition in mind, then the soul crystal is yours. Just say the words, Kupo. Yes, the words, Kupo. Do you still wish to be a Pictomancer in full acceptance of my condition? Then as promised, I bestow you this soul crystal. Help you get started. I've prepared a set of equipment. Hopefully it fits, Kupo. We have it. Pictomancy unlocked. Do get a set. That really better. A lot better. But I might just keep with this for now. We need to sort this out. Oh my god, there's a lot that I need to sort out. Okay. Do a training house. Wait, I got him. Alright. Free company house. Move these. Alright. Let's figure this all out. Probably over here. Holy white. Also go over here. A swift cast. Maybe. Oh, that's the AoE. I don't really know. Frick, I don't really know what. That's a dash. That can probably just stay on Q actually. Oh. I could probably put that there. That's to do with painting. What's this? Oh wait, here we go. These are the motifs. This is that's another motif. What is that? I'm not. Oh, why doesn't that turn into that? I want that to turn into that. But there doesn't seem to be enough of that. That's really annoying that that's not how that works. Oh, actually, I put that there, and then definitely I could just go. That makes sense. That makes sense. What is this anyway? Okay, that's the barrier. So now I can do this, and then I can just go bang, 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 bang. What's this? Oh, yeah, that's my dash. We just do these 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 until I can get up to enough of that. Alright. I think I kind of get it. Not really. Oh. Right, let's go do the first quest. Oh, I do need to move my paint off down. HUD layout. Do the first quest and then we'll probably call it for the stream. HUD layout. HUD layout. This is probably the best way to do it. Bum, 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 bum. Accept. Very nice. Now you literally embody the soul of a Pictomancer, Kupo. But the Pictomancer's brush may look like a big paintbrush. It is, in fact, a stylized variety of staff. That said, you're probably wondering why we don't just use staffs. Put simply, it's much easier to bring your imagination to life through the medium of art. Magic's brushes and ink allow a Pictomancer to express abstract thoughts in a deliberate manner, Kupo. As I mentioned though, it's ultimately your imagination that matters the most. For with the wisdom of Pictomancers past your disposal, you already possess and the artistic skills you require. Now, as much as I would love for you to get painting right away, there is something else we must do first. We must go to Nefuko's altar and apologize to the hero you mentioned. And by we, I mean me. Off we go, Kupo. Brush looks ridiculous on my back. All right. This hero. For the love of the elementals, no complaints. I beg your pardon, adventurer. That Moogle there, is that perhaps? Indeed, I'm the one who caused you much trouble. It wasn't my intention to do so. I've come to beg forgiveness, Kupo. Oh, I see. As you appear to be genuinely remorseful, all I ask is that you refrain from aggressive solicitations henceforth, agreed? You have my word, Kupo. Now that I've found a capable Pictomancer, my soliciting days are over. Relieved to hear it. With this matter settled, I may turn my attention to another situation. Oh, and what situation might this be? Distressing noises coming from an empty manor in Gentry's ward. Beings are believed to be haunting the cellar, and their nightly clamour is keeping the surrounding residents awake. Beings, you say? Iru. Here we'll deal with them, Kupo. Remember, it is in the spirit of the Pictomancer to lend a helping hand, to shine the light of hope for those in need. This is also a welcome opportunity to put your newfound skills to the test. Rest assured, I'll be there to offer sage advice every wing flap of the way. Your offer of aid is kind indeed. I accept it with thanks. The Gentry's ward is situated just past Apaka Falls. Lead there when you are ready. And ready we are, aren't we, Teru? Let Pictomancy training begin, Kupo. Okay. Go to the Lancers Guild. Bring us close by. Sentry's ward lies beyond those gates. Are you ready to put your skills to the test, Kupo? I'm ready to paint up a storm. Excellent. Time to clear out that mana, Kupo. Alright. Try and do this. Yeah, monsters are lurking below. Fundamentals of Pictomancy. Must paint motifs on canvas you can bring to life. Well done. Fucking dummy. Okay. That's teaching us anyway. Nice work. Arms away. Splendid work, Kupo. Next. Wing motif. Bombs, wing frets. Maybe I should put that there. That makes more sense. We have the painting, and then damage on here. Alright, now we silence that noise. This is worse than I expected. We should clear these ones out first. Make a lesson of it, Kupo. By casting spells of different hues, color form together. The natural. Alright. Cool. Get it further in. Oh. What an obnoxious noise maker, Kupo. Since you grasp the basics, I'll leave you for Pictomat. Screw that Spriggan, what for? Alright. Oh boy. Just wanted to do the slide. I don't really know what my rotation should be at this stage, to be honest. Okay, so that's my damage buff, that thing. Alright. So it feels interesting. It's gonna take a while to properly learn it. Well done, Tiru. I knew you were making excellent Pictomancer from the first. I have the Soul Crystal to thank for that. What can I say? I'm good. Did you really though? Of course I did, Moogle's honor. In any case, those clamoring fiends gone for good, the residents can rest easy once more. But come, let's quit this place. The dampness doesn't agree with my fur. Boom. Boom. Allow me to congratulate you on a successful outing, Teru. The Pictomancers of Eld would be proud. Though you may yet be a novice of the art, as a veteran adventurer, you have grasped the fundamentals quickly, as well you should, Kupo. Icon Realm didn't urge her disciples to roam the star for their own amusement, you know. She wished for them to intimately understand the wider world, to journey to lands unknown, and savor every discovery, to revel in sensations, emotions, and yes, even in danger. For these experiences enrich the palette of the imagination, making one's pictomancy all the more vibrant, Kupo. You are returned. I began to worry and come to see whether all was well. Dare I hope you dealt with the fiends? Indeed. Wonderful, wonderful. With this, all astounding matters of concern have been addressed. Like the residents of Gently's ward, I too may sleep soundly once more. You both have my heartfelt gratitude. May the matron keep you wherever so you go. Should you go. Ugh. Did you see how happy we made him? That's the power of pictomancy for you. And this is only the beginning. As part of your training, you and I shall travel near and far, searching for those in need, just as Icon Realm once did. But you mustn't forget our promise either. Before we take to the road, I would like to see if the locals know anything about my friend. In the meantime, I bid you dedicate yourself to honing your skills, Kupo. Fleet. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Oh, I almost forgot. We need to finish up these quests. So let's go finish up these, and then we will end it. Oh my god. Constantly. Forgetting things. Right. You're back. Was the dead walk as haunting as we expected? Let me get this straight. You met a disturbed mascot, attended a twisted tea party, and were assaulted by a sky wheel and a merry-go-round? Then fought for your life in a haunted house? The Endless House, to be precise. With that, my suspicions are confirmed. The days when Dreamborrow yet flourished, the Endless House was often held plays with volunteers from the audience. These volunteers would be cast as the story's heroes and tasked with rescuing a captured princess from Parameri, Lord of Nightmares. That sounds awfully similar to Teru's experience. Precisely, thus I believe the Dead Walk's monstrous residents were given life by the lingering memories of the Endless who called it home. As its name once implied, the district was built for those endless who love to dream. The theme park itself likely gained a mind of its own. Over the years, perhaps it too harbored the hope that a hero would grant its former citizens' final desperate wish for freedom and for home. So, as I understand it, when Queen Fiend and Doral Jar first attempted interdimensional fusion, a few areas within living memory suddenly vanished into the rift, including Dreamborough. And as the endless souls within began to fade, their memories and desires fused with the very essence of their home to turn the Dreadwalk into what it is now. Considering the timing, we have to assume its district's reconnection is due to Her Majesty's last attempt at interdimensional fusion. But with Trollmere gone, those lost souls should finally be able to rest in peace. I am not entirely certain, but the rift did close upon Terra's return. I can only hope your hypothesis is truth. Their role in that hollow performance has concluded. As has mine, I suspect. Long have I served as a guide, eager to bring joy to every visitor who passed through living memory's golden gates. But I see now why I remain. I was meant to perform this final act of guidance. To lead you both to those lost dreamers. I do not wish to dampen the mood, of course, so I shall take my leave. But I could not be prouder to serve my fellow citizen. I could not be happier that you were my final guests. Farewell, my friends, and thank you truly. I pity him, but I think it's best to let him go. We should return to Solution 9. Your good deeds still need to go rewarded after all. I'll meet you back there. It's my real self this time. Boom. Dun 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 dun. Back to Solution. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Job well done, Teru. With the dead walk anomaly taken care of, Oblivion can return to its regular surveys of the living memory. We'll have to decide carefully how best to handle the former haven of the Endless. But I know one thing for sure. It's our duty to uncover the mysteries at the heart of living memory. What it was made for, and what horrors it kept it running, so that we never repeat those mistakes. I'd like to think that's what the lost souls there would have wanted as well. And that's what'll drive me forward. Thank you again for your help. Safe travels out there. Alright. Dun dun dun. We got this. See. Yeah, we don't have flying here yet. Bum, 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 bum. Rainbow did go into there. You are returned, and with nary a needle to be seen. I experienced them firsthand myself. The pain was simply indescribable. That said, once it subsided, I was surprised to find that the lower back pain, which had ailed me for years, had completely vanished. Now tell me, of your expedition, I wish to hear everything. What did you see? What was hidden deep within those ruins? I see. How truly remarkable to think the structures of a separate civilization lie depths of Yokyu ruins, and at the deepest point, a giant serpentine creature waited. This is beyond a shadow of a doubt a significant discovery regarding Dawntrail's history. Tell me, what are your thoughts concerning the valley's depths? These ruins predate Yokyu. There were many gospels of the portrait. I dare say the ruins predate Yokyu. Yes, just as I predicted. Compared to other Yokyu ruins, magical mechanisms you mentioned are quite astonishing. I'm just all but certain they based the technology on that of an earlier civilization. Based on your descriptions, it is likely that the ancient Yokyu simultaneously feared and revered the serpent of unfathomable power, and after encountering it, constructed the temple to conceal it from the world. This may be the final element which proves my life's work a theory, the eerie resemblance of the reflections civilizations. In my capacity as a professor of the stadium, I've taken the liberty of reading the science report concerning the source, its reflections, and the civilizations therein for myself. Their findings indicate that the sundering diminished mankind's intelligence to that of beasts, and the flourishing civilizations of the ancients was forgotten, and the people each reflection set out on separate paths, forging desperate civilizations of their own. Yet, can we say that these civilizations, worlds apart, are truly so different? We all came from one shared ancient heritage. Would it not be natural that the development of each society and culture bears similarities to one another? What am I trying to say is that it is entirely possible that a society which predates the Yokyu and bears similarities to ancient Ronka once existed in the source. Naturally, it is necessary to conduct further research regarding how twin civilizations born in two separate worlds develop under entirely different environments. Nevertheless, your discovery today has proved further proof of the plausibility of my theory. On that subject, I would ask you to join me on another adventure, one marked less fraught with danger, one who traversed beyond the rift. To the first, your knowledge and insight concerning the ancient Ronka are invaluable. I would journey to Warlord's Echo and speak with the chronicler of the Yokyu, that I may learn of their legends. Who knows, we may just discover some striking parallels to the culture of Ronka. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Had work calling. I'm supposed to be off right now. But the person calling me didn't know, unfortunately. Alright. Let's finish up this quest. And I'll probably head off. I am pleased to see you made it, Teru. I came by alpaca, and for a blessing, I felt no pain in my lower back the entire ride. Perhaps the medicinal applications of Sabatenda needless is a field deserving of further study. On a subject for another time, perhaps. The personage before us is the self-same individual who informed me that Yokhu runes may exist in Shaoloni. They looked after me when I came here previously to conduct field work, and are an extraordinary erudic individual, well versed in ancient legends. Tell me, my friend, based on what legends I've shared with you, were you able to find any commonalities between the legends of your people and the runes discovered in Dawntrail? Excluding those concerning disease, precious few stories of our ancestors who traversed north have been passed down. But for the valiant warrior who brought the Skyrim low, I would share with you a story regarding a great serpent. One we normally would not disclose to outsiders. Please follow me to Indelible Passage. The murals shall explain all. Interesting. A legend concerning the great serpent is hidden within this mural. Pray gaze upon it carefully as I weave for you an ancient tale. Long, long ago, a sect of our ancestors forged north. There, deep within a valley, they discovered the remains of an ancient temple. The inhabitants long perished, and the purpose for which the structure existed was itself an enigma. Yet, when our forebrothers finally delved into its furthest recesses, they discovered a great serpent deep in. It should be noted that our people revere serpents as divine creatures who would govern the boundary between worlds. To behold one of such immense power dormant there within the ruins, they believe it's best to build a temple around its chambers and offer prayers for its divine protection. Yet, in the ensuing years, our people were plagued by disease. Time and again, our ancestors offered supplications for divine assistance, but no matter how fervent their prayers, the great serpent never deigned to answer them. In the end, a great many of our forebears withdrew from the northern lands. Only the most devout worshippers of the great serpent remained, but they too would eventually withdraw in somber procession, having buried too many brothers and sisters. The sect who remained prayed for the great serpent's awakening. They prayed for a salvation that would never come. Yet why should it awaken now? And what incited its aggression? Was it simply by chance that it rose in so foul a mood, or is it perhaps some underlying reason yet to uncover? The devout who held the vigil of the temple held this belief: when the great serpent doth awaken, its coil shall envelop the world. In other words, the creature's discovery was itself a pretext to legitimize their territorial expansion north. Yet their prayers fell on deaf ears. Only now, before our benefactor, has the great serpent finally awoken, a peculiar but altogether fascinating turn of events. If the being you encountered was truly divine, mayhap it is you who shall receive its blessings. If we consider that our friend here, a traveller capable of crossing the rift twixt worlds, was blessed by a being who governs the boundary, would that not fit the interpretation held by the sect who remained? At any rate, Teru's testimony and the legends of the Yokyu shall go a long way to verifying my. If I can gather sufficient evidence that these two civilizations worlds apart share fundamental values, prove my thesis, our outlook on history shall be irrevocably changed. Mayhap even an entire new field of study shall be pioneered. Does the inception of civilization and infancy bear similarities in these affections? Was there some localized connection between them, such as a planar fissure? Perhaps there was some all-powerful keeper of carrying through the veil. Just thinking about what it is that connects us across the rift gets my heart racing. Alright. I certainly have my work cut out for me. And now that you have made the ruins safe, I may resume my expedition and perhaps more importantly continue writing my thesis. Master Chronicler, Teru, I cannot thank either of you enough for your cooperation this day. I know not where my research will take me, but I have no doubt my pursuit of the mysterious and miraculous will see us cross paths again. Complete. With that, we're probably gonna call it there. Like I said, I'll probably stream later today. The first Descendant, but first I'm probably gonna go get some food, sort some stuff out. But thanks for watching, and until next time, bye bye.